Hello everybody and welcome back to another coaching commentary. In this game we're spectating Paramyx, who is a gold 3 Renekton main, currently at a 56% win rate. And of course he mains Renekton, which has a 56% win rate as well. So before we start, I just want to make a little bit of a, well, not an apology. I don't really apologise for this, but I did say that I was going to upload every day, but I didn't really manage to do that the last couple of days, due to the fact that like I haven't really been bothered. I kind of lost interest in League a little bit, so been playing a little bit less. But you know, I want to try and get content out. I do enjoy this. So yeah, bear with me on all that. There will definitely be uploads every week. Don't think I'm going to just abandon my channel again. I'm not doing that. But yeah, that's just like a little reminder of like what went on. But also, if you want to see me more frequently, definitely follow my Twitch stream, Godrekton _, and then you'll be directed to my stream channel, which I stream at least every week or a couple. It depends on how the games go. I'm not really a good streamer in a sense that I can play a lot of games, but I do stream and talk to my chat, so if you want to talk to me or anything like that, please come over and we'll have a good time. But anyways, back to the coaching session. You're against a Kai'Sa top lane. I am not really familiar with this matchup, but with how like most range matchups play out, you mainly just want to like reach level 3, then start doing trades. And the first thing I would recommend to you is to always guard your buff. I said this in Natsu Demon's coaching video, I think. I told him to watch this. That's what you should be doing too. If you don't do this, what could happen is the enemy jungler could just go to your buff and steal it. Graves doesn't really do that, and he doesn't have the top lane to do it either, but you never know. These things happen. Or what can happen at least is that Kai'Sa could ward blue buff while you're top lane, and then now give the enemy team information that your jungler's not starting there and you're not leashing them, which means if he started red buff, he could go straight to blue buff, take that, then go to Crab and clear that, while Nocturne's doing his second camp potentially. I'm not sure if that works now with like how the jungle changed, but that's definitely a possibility of what could happen. The jungle could go to red, blue, then Scuttle, and then like to his jungle, and then Noct could just be doing like wolves or raptors. I think he can clear raptors because he's passive in Q. But yeah, the point being that you always want to guard your buff to like know, just to be doing something, to have that vision and information for your team. Because if they're going to get the ward on that, the enemy jungler could take it and like put your jungler really behind. On someone like Nocturne, he doesn't want to be behind. He wants to be scaling, trying to like power farm in the jungle. So it's always important doing this, no matter what elo it is. Because people do cheese really hard in pretty much every elo too, mainly like higher on to get elo, but yeah, this is like a habit you want to be doing every game, so make sure you're doing that. Okay, into the lane phase now. Let's speed up a little bit. Yeah, like you're doing nothing now. Okay, so a thing I learned recently, but I've known about this for a while, is that if you're not leashing your top laner, do this strategy, wait in this bush and drag the minions up here. So the minions like attack you for a couple seconds, and then you go into the bush and drop the aggro. Your minion wave will then reach here, and the minions will be like here. Then you want to just last hit. Don't hit the minions, just last hit them. So sorry, let me rephrase that. What's going to happen then is that the reinforcement wave that's going to come in is going to shove here. And then because the minions meet here before your minion wave does, they're going to gradually shove out to your side, and that will then help you. Well, I think regardless of the situation, Kai'Sa's going to shove you out. But yeah, in another matchup, this is going to help you get ganks from your jungler and have like better wave control. Like you're not shoving out, you're not under threat of being ganked, and you know it's pretty good. I don't do this often because I usually am just waiting for my jungler to I mean, I am just like guarding his buff, but yeah, if you can do this, that's really good. Yeah, definitely worth doing that if you're not guarding. But there should be a situation when you're not guarding, to be honest. But like, I'm just gonna say this anyways in case that you are still doing this. Auto Q this wave. Okay, maybe that was a bit too late actually. You could just press Q on that wave and killed them all. But yeah, if you're going to do something like that, make sure you check your Q damage to see what it deals. I usually take D-Blade regardless of the matchup. I have been doing Longsword lately, but if I'm going against like a ranged champion that does like have an advantage over me, I will just go D-Blade so I have some damage and health, and then I'll just like auto Q minions and secure them all. Yeah, just wait now. Yeah, that's pretty sick, that damage, to be honest. I'm not aware of this matchup, so I am trying to learn it with you, just so I can get like a good read on what her weaknesses is and like what her strengths are in this matchup. Kaiser's a pretty easy champion to kill in my opinion though, because she has no CC and she can't really do anything. Like, she can't escape from you until she's like level 6, when she can go invis and get that distance away from you. But so far, all it seems like you have to do is reach level 3 and then you can do what you want. Like in most range matchups that are not Jace or Teemo, Quinn or Vayne, like these 4 champions are really hard for Renekton. But other than that, if you're playing against like a Kayle, something that doesn't have any hard CC, you can typically get level 3, then start doing trades and winning the lane. Should try and last it better. It could just be D-Shield, you're not used to it. I have this problem where like I can't last it with D-Shield. Because my Q doesn't have that bonus damage to help me secure them. It could just be that. Yeah, you definitely want to learn your damage. Okay, you're level 3 now. What's Kaiser's health? She is nearly full HP. I would just try and secure the cannon here. I would start going more aggressive too. Like when I build that 50 Fury up, I want to do a trade Mind Power W and burst the HP down. I guarantee if you do a combo on her, her HP will go to like half, maybe a little bit less than that, because she's not really a tanky champion by any means. You have way more AD than her. She went D-Shield too. That's like really confusing. Oh, this bitch went resolve. Okay. I think you're dead. No, you're not. Alright, so I didn't know that she had resolve, for one. Obviously, you knew she did. But you didn't do a trade all lane and she had bone plating. But the problem overall here was that you took too long. Okay, so you get 50 Fury after one more. Okay. Instantly W here. Okay, you're walking behind her. Why are you doing that? That's all that's doing is putting you more distance away from your turret. So when you're trying to get back to your turret, you're gonna take a little bit more damage than you should be. You should have either like in front of her, auto W'd. I mean, I don't think you can get. It's kind of hard to get auto attacks off in a ranged matchup without taking a lot of damage. So it varies on situations, but here I would probably do the same as you. I would auto W and then auto Q. And then E back towards my turret. But because you positioned here and you autoed again, you took way too much damage. You should just like left after the auto. Nocturne's coming now. I think he might be able to get something out of this. Press it. Wait. Oh, it's electrocute Nocturne. He just cancel an auto attack. What the hell? Wow. She should have not got away. That's a little bit tilting to watch. Now Graves gets an extended duration on his dual buffs. You TP in, auto E. Very well played. Nice TP, definitely. That was a good TP though. You played that pretty well. Okay, so with dual buffs now, you can't really go wrong in this lane. Like, red buff counters ranged champions so hard because when you engage on them, they can't escape. You can just constantly auto-attack them. They'll take damage over time, and they'll be slowed as well, for you to be able to do more damage. If this was me now, I would probably just take this wave and leave. I would do one combo as well, maybe. I'd probably get one combo off and try to back. I don't know why you empowered Q on that minion. That is not worth it. Like, you never want to waste your Fury on one minion unless, like, you're trying to back or, like, just get out of a certain situation quickly. Yeah, but there's no need for that. Because now you have no Fury to, like, trade back with Kaiser. Let's do this, actually. Let's go on, what you see. I'm too like used to the habit of looking like where the jungler is. I'm just gonna try and guess from here. Yeah, you just killed him. He probably went like bot side to do his camps, which he did, as we saw at the end. Just last it here. Try and look for a trade when she walks closer. She's playing really passive at the moment because you have got a kill lead. You gotta be careful of Graves though. You haven't warded yet. Okay, Graves is mid lane now. So with that, you can be more assertive in the lane. But Kaiser's playing really passive at the moment, so you just want to last it. I would Q this if you could. Actually, that's fine too. I mean, you missed one, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I think Q would have been a bad idea actually because the other wave was coming in. I didn't pay attention to that. Yeah, you have... How much gold is it? Wait, where can I find this? I'm really bad when it comes to this. Scoreboard items. Let me see them. Wait, can I press it again? Oh, there we go. There we go. So you have enough for a Tiamat now, or even Ninja Tabby. I would take Tabby over Ninja. I mean, I'll take Tiamat over Ninja Tabby because we press the attack, you're going to one-shot somebody and get a lot of damage off. Plus, against people that take bone plating, it's so easy to like trade against them because you proc Tiamat on them and that will just get rid of their shield. Like you can use the active or you can use the AoE when they stand next to minions. You're going to proc the bone plating and then you're free to do any trade you want and get away with it without them like negating your damage by like 15 to 45 or however much it is. But yeah, I'd buy Tiamat here. It gives us like a lot more potential to one-shot our laner as well. You bought Tabby here. I don't know why you're playing... Okay, so here's the thing you're not recognizing. Kaiser is not going aggressive ever since you had red buff and blue buff. I don't think she even tried with you once. She got like 1 Q off, but that was about it. So you should have recognized that she is scared of you. You have 1 kill lead. She's going to be scared of your damage. Going Tabby means, you know, you're not going to be able to just kill her. She'll back and buy her own Tabby and like you're going to do less damage to her and like you will commit less to her as well. Like Tiamat is a lot stronger than her just having like Tiamat's good against someone who's going to like buy Tabby because you know you're going to get additional damage still from the active. Still like get more DPS out and whatnot. But yeah, I'd rather just go Tiamat here. You don't have to be scared of her when she's scared of you. Sure, you're going to be harder to kill. But you know, she's not going aggressive at all. She's playing this really passive. She wants to scout at the moment. Or at least a good Kaiser player would want to scout for items. You should be abusing this. What you could also do is, because like she's playing so far back, is you could freeze the wave here now. You could just like stand here, let the minions go low, and let her come in towards you. Like if you're freezing the lane, she has to come towards you to break the freeze. And then she's going to be vulnerable to like you dashing in and doing your combo. So like right here, I would probably want to freeze right now. Let her overextend for farm and then fight back. Because shoving out is not really achieving anything for you. She has another tabby now, right? Yeah, she might even go recurve bow, possibly. And sit on cloth armor boots. But she might just greed for recurve bow and tabby. Because she's rushing Rage Blade. Most Kaiser players do that. Actually, is it Rage Blade? Did it go? Or was it? Yeah, it's like Rage Blade, I think. I don't really pay attention to like Kaiser players as much. I know they build Rage Blade as like one of the core items, but I'm not sure if it's like first. I think it is though, because her stats are like mix AD, AP, and attack speed. And that's what the item gives you. Yeah, like if you're just shoving... Okay, so here's the other thing about shoving that people don't understand. When you're shoving out, your intentions are probably to like roam a lot. Or at least they should be. But yeah, you're not even roaming. I mean, you can't roam anyways because mid lane is MIA. So like, all this shoving out, like there's no need. You should try and kill your laner by letting them shove out and overextend. Like if Nocturne ults here now, you're probably not going to get that kill. Maybe you will. She has no flash. She did use it. I know this is bugged and all, and maybe it's not available. But yeah, it's still not. But yeah, I don't think you're going to get this kill. She might just ult away. Look at that damage. Look at that damage, though. You came on top of this trade because she is low. She's nearly ran out of mana, and you have a lot more sustain than her because of your Q heal and your pots as well. So she has to back right now. She's in a shitty position. You can even dive her. She has no bone plating. Very nice, very nice. That was good. If you had dash up, you didn't need to flash, but because cooldowns are bugged, I think your E was still on cooldown. If I had to guess. In my opinion, I would have took it a bit more slow. I don't think I would have flashed, but you know, a kill's a kill at the end of the day. I mean, I used to greed a lot for kills, like when I used to, like back in Season 5, Season 6. Either, like my intention to like just snowball the lane, like get as many kills as I can, so I would like flash a lot of my opponents, but from my perspective here, you could have shoved in the wave and dived with your ultimate. She couldn't do anything else. If you timed it correctly, she had no flash up. Is that still counting down? I can't tell. Okay, I think she's on the verge of flash actually, but you could have took a risk. What you could have done though, if she did have flash, is you could like walk here. If you try and dive her and she's like here, she'll just flash this way. But if you go here, she's like stuck. She'll like flash in this direction. You can flash on top of her. So yeah, if you're looking for a dive attempt, always try and like block them off from this path. So they have to like flash in this direction. Or towards you. Or on you rather. But yeah, she probably would flash away there, so with that in mind, you want to like just stand here or here. So like she just flash. You follow it with your flash or slice and dice. Kaiser teleport, good, you ping that. You buy Termite now. From your match history, you do play Bruiser Renekton, so I do expect you to go like this type of build. But I personally, though, if I was in your shoes, I would have went Tiamat first into Ninja Taboo. Okay, right now, Nocturne is Saw Graves. I hope you come down here. You're not reacting. Like your jungler is trying to secure a kill. You could have been here by now if you reacted, and you could have like diced over the wall and W'd him as he got feared. Like he gets feared here, and if you sliced over the wall like by being here, you'd have stunned him in place and he would have died to your Tiamat combo. Okay, now you come. He could have died. Here's the problem though. He could have died and gave up double buffs once again. Actually, did he have them? He only had blue buff. Yeah, he could have gave a blue buff to Graves, and he would have gave him XP and gold, because he is quite ahead at the moment. He has more kills, equaling to more bounty gold. So if he killed Nocturne, that would have been pretty annoying for Graves. He would have backed on Warrior Enchantment and probably Boots as well. He does that regardless, actually, but it would get even more gold. These are things you have to consider about. I know it's a lot of information, but, you know, this is like the mind of a diamond player. You had no vision here, I don't think. Did she step on this, actually? Okay, so you see her here. This is kind of awkward, to be honest. Your Nocturne did greed, and you was in a position of killing the cannon creep, which are worth quite a lot of gold. So overall, I think it was kind of Nocturne's fault here than yours. You couldn't really rotate in time. Maybe you could have queued this, like, if you had it up, and then started walking down to, like... Yeah, I don't know if you could get this kill, actually. Because by the time you get here, Kaiser's walking this way, and Fizz is going to roam towards you, and just like... Actually, he can't roam, man. I think it'd be a waste of time, though. I think she's, like, a lot more mobile than you are. Let's see what happens. You didn't get dice, though. You're too early. Alright, so you could have got her if you landed your slice. I thought that maybe she would walk around this way instead. And if you... Alright, let's play it again, yeah. And because you don't know where Graves is either, she could be baiting you towards Graves, so... That's what I thought was going to happen, but she was walking up this way anyways, into you. Already 21 minutes into a 11-minute game. Like, I try my best to go in depth and help you out, or anyone out. That was a clean combo. That was very clean, Paramyx. Graves is bot lane right now. We can see that. You want to take turret. What I tend to do is, when I'm taking turrets, is I look at the map. I'm not sure if you're doing this, but, you know, it's always important to look at the map, like, on what everyone's doing while you're trying to take objectives. So now we look bot. Graves is there. Mid is... Fizz is still mid lane. So you'd have to worry. I would have took one more wave here, because I don't think Kaiser would come back in time to us. Yeah, like one wave would not have hurt. That could have gave you gold for another longsword. I mean, you already had that gold if you sold pots, but yeah. Okay, let's back a little bit. If it was me, you know me, guys. I'm a full damage Renekton player. If it was me, I would have went longsword here. I'd have worked up towards my Ghost Blade, although I would have got that before, but because you're playing Renekton, I guess, you know, it's fine. But yeah, I would have loved a Ghost Blade this game. They have no tank, so with that, I'll just one-shot these guys. Okay, so right now, Kaiser is top lane. You're making the decision to go mid lane, which is perfectly fine. Dragon is up, so once you take mid turret, you can roam Dragon bot or bot then Dragon, depending on whether that bot lane is down here, and dive them. And, you know, you just get a lot out of that. But you just killed Fizz, or your team did. So now you get tower free. This is a good macro play right here. Sorry for that if you can hear that. Just me drinking my coffee. Perfect. That was really good from you. Okay, so what you should be looking at right now is that their bot lane turret is low. What that means is a dive can be really easy to perform here, because it only takes a few hits to kill this, and they, you know, they. So you know what you're doing anyways. Like, it's not going to be hard diving them. Your bot lane should be pushing out here. I'm not sure why they're backing away. I guess because Rakan's like trying to plan some shit. You're doing the right thing, like you're pinging and stuff. Perfect. That was perfectly executed. The only thing I would criticize you for is I would spam ping, because players in lower elos don't understand like what to do. Even in Diamond too, like, well, not too like specifically, but in Diamond as well, you have to ping a lot so players are on the same page as you. So if you ping once, they're going to be distracted by like attacking an enemy champion, so they're going to focus on that instead of like listening to ping. So in my experience, it's best to like ping a lot so players know what you're doing and see it as well. Like, they're not just blind to it by one ping. Like, if you ping like 4 times, they'll understand that you're coming in and they'll commit for what you're doing. If you get what I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Pinging a lot matters, so if you can ping more, better for you. That was a bit greedy, but you know, you tried. You can kill Fizzy, he's level 9. But this guy has the nerve to come in. And he actually gets a kill too. A little bit unlucky. I would stay here. Yeah, I would stay here for the turret. You don't have to back. You're full HP. I know you can buy your items. You have a lot of gold probably. Yep. Enough to buy a cleaver and work toward your GA, which is what I think you build next. But yeah, the tower is low. You have Nocturne by your side. You could take turret, then do dragon. Like, you have options still to like snowball the game harder. Like, your decision making over here is not bad, but I would have certainly took tower, so that opens the map a lot more for your team, so you can do a lot more objectives and pick off a lot more people, because, you know, taking turrets means you have this much space then to like play in, and the enemies have to be like more cautious by walking into their own jungle, or walking into their own jungle, sorry. And with that too, you can take dragons a lot more easier, so on and so forth. You get the point. Okay, your team gets 2 kills. I don't think top's the best call here, because you could have done a lot more bot side, but you know, you're creating pressure right now, which is going to give your team options to go bot lane and take turret and do dragon. So if I was you, the least I would do here is just ping to get turret and do dragon while you're creating pressure top lane. I guess you didn't walk over here in case Graves was walking towards her, or like that bot lane noticed you on a ward. That's fine to do. It ain't bad doing that. I do it sometimes. Like, I'll walk around. This these are like clicking. Okay, so when you, I think you're trying to kite a buff here. I mean, obviously you want to do that. Yeah, here's what you're doing wrong. Was it Natsu Demon who also did this? Or was it somebody else? No, I was watching a coaching session by one of my friends, and he was coaching a Jax player, and what they would do is what you're doing right now. So they would like do their combo, and they would do this. They'd walk back and forth. That's accomplishing nothing for you. You're taking free auto attack damage. The whole point of kiting is to take less damage and wait for your cooldowns, so then you can use your abilities on, you know, the camp and kill it. But what I'll be doing though is like I'll kite into the bush, so by that I am walking out of the enemy's area. I'm not staying in one position, so while I'm doing this I have more like room to escape rather than being here. And like kiting into here means I can just like not be seen doing this, and the aims think that it's already been taken. I hope I'm explaining. I hope I'm explaining this the best. I'm not really fully energized today, so I do apologize if some of my things are confusing you. But if you do have any questions, please let me know, and I will answer them or reiterate like what I'm talking about in this specific point. Okay. You want to get Dragon right now, or actually Rift Herald, yeah. Take that, take that. You can buy BF Sword next back. Who took it? Nocturne did, yeah. Personally, I don't take Rift Heralds because I'm pretty bad with them. But yeah, I'd leave the jungler maybe, unless you know what you're doing. I make the mistake of placing them a lot when I shouldn't be. Okay, if this is bot side, Graves is still missing and Kaiser is too. The whole team's missing now. You'll be very careful while doing this. You have vision here though, luckily, so they're not roaming towards you. I mean, they could be roaming this way, but you do have a control ward there to help you have vision there. Oh, dipset now. You really want this dragon off the map. The whole argument with people saying, oh, it's only cloud or water dragon is like, it's kind of irrelevant because you killing these dragons means you're going to spawn another dragon, which could be an infernal dragon or a ground dragon, which are both impactful in the game. Like, ground dragon's going to help you take towers, kill minions, and you know, help you kill another dragon or baron, whatever. And fire dragon's going to help you scale better by giving you more AD or AP damage. So dragons are always worth killing when you can do them. So always like look out for dragons, and if they're free, take them because they're going to offer you stats that are beneficial, of course. Well, they're always going to offer you stats that are beneficial. So they're always worth taking when they're free. And you can also spawn a dragon that could be more worth it. So this is the point in the game where you start building Guardian's Angel now, okay? Guardian's Angel is a really strong item third, but the whole issue I have with like Bruiser builds is like I don't have snowballing damage, so if I'm the only carry on my team and I'm going tanky, I'm gonna fall off with my damage and my team's gonna like maybe just like not step up their game, so I have to be the one to always like be above everyone else. That's why I go full damage. Like, I have control of the game still from the start to the finish if I'm ahead. Because full AD Renekton's always relevant. I'm not saying you should go full AD, although I do recommend it for solo queue, but I think it was me, I would at least go like an item that's going to help me snowball, like Ghostblade. Ghostblade is always an item that's going to be good regardless. You could go Ghostblade, Titanic, Cleaver, and then Guardian's Angel into like Deadman's or Randuin's, anything that's like tanky. That's like a perfect build you could go. That's like a mix of heavy AD and resistances and just like tanky stats overall, like HP, armor, whatever. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. I'm just saying like this is what I would do if I was playing as a bruiser. I would get an item that's going to help me one shot and just be relevant. This is their strong points at the moment. Every fight you do want to focus first. Also, your team's getting picked apart, like, whenever... Oh, shit. Diana, though. Here's the problem with this Herald, like, using it top lane is quite worthless. I always, like, prefer using it on tier 2 mids and side lanes. Sometimes you have to use them on the side lanes if your buff is expiring, but in this situation, I don't think it was the case. Actually, maybe it was. But I'd have used it mid lane. Or I would have told your team to use it mid lane and like the rest of you could group top lane or bot or something like that. Just so you create more pressure and they have like less opportunity to defend mid. Or top, which could result in 2 turrets than 1. You can't take this here. Like, Xayah offers a lot of wave clear, and Kaiser kinda does too. How does this game go in another 16 minutes? That's my question. I guess you guys throw one fight and then like they do Baron and stall the game out, which results in the conclusion of what happened in this game. I'm not going to spoil it for the viewers, but yeah, maybe they already know because of the timeline thing earlier, but whatever. Nice. That flash was not worth it. You just totally greeted on that kill. Renekton always needs flash. There's no point using your flash on a kill that's already secured by your team. You have a Nocturne right behind Kaiser, and you have an Ezreal that's like right behind too, who probably has Arcane Shift. Unless he just used it, which he might have done too. But yeah, that was totally pointless. She was not going anywhere. Like, worst case scenario there was that maybe she'd stall out a few more seconds, so you can't take tower, but I think that kill was secured regardless. You did not need to flash at all. Okay, Misty, that's why you didn't get the kill. Oh, wait, no, you hit it, never mind. Renekton's hitbox in a nutshell. If you did W Tiamat then auto Q, he would have died. Because by the auto Q, you would then have time to reset the auto while you're doing Q, and then it would come out a lot quicker than you used that. You did W Tiamat Q. I never recommend this because it does slow your combo damage, which is, you know, something you don't want to be doing. You always want to be doing W Tiamat and auto Q instead. Just so, like, when you auto attack, use a spell, and while using the spell, the auto attack timer is reset by the next auto attack, and it comes out a lot quicker, which would have secured this kill pretty much. And then you'd have got Triumph, and Rakan would not have been able to CC you too. I think he CC'd you, right, didn't he? Oh, never mind. He just stalled out time. Should just walked out like this way too. I don't know why you like walked like this. Just ran straight down. You get the assist regardless, but still, these are things that you have to know mechanically for Renekton if you want to play him at the highest level. You guys should back away now. Fizz might get a kill here though, with his ult, if it is up. Nice. That was nice. I think, in my opinion, like the reason why people W Tiamat Q is because if they've played the old Renekton, like in season 6 before that, Renekton used to be able to like animation cancel his W with Tiamat. So he'd do W Tiamat Q instantaneously, and that would result in like instant damage. But you can't do that nowadays because the way they changed W is like you can't animation cancel with Tiamat. Overall, it was a fix a bug with his W like fading out, but what that did was it just like removed the animation cancelling from it. Apart from his R and like the ones that are present now with runes and whatnot. Wow. You guys are still leaving Dragon up. You should have told... Okay, your team doesn't know this. You have to know this because I'm teaching you. Whenever Dragon is up and they have enemies dead and your team is ahead, you want to get the Dragon. Just get the Dragon. Like, if you're just stalling by walking like around doing nothing with your team, then, you know, you might as well be doing Dragon instead. Maybe Nocturne will do it now, possibly. You guys get kill mid, okay. That works. I didn't pay attention then, but what I feel like what happened was Dinah landed her combo and then you just dashed in and followed up on that. The game can only go one way now. All you guys have to do is get Baron. This leads me to like the possibility that you guys threw at Baron for a bit. and they stole it. I think that's what happened here. Or maybe like this. I don't know what your team is doing. Like, they're greeting so hard, and you're following up on something that. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? You was 1v5 there. You could have pulled it off maybe, but with how much CC they had, like, you couldn't really do anything. And I don't think you comboed, like, properly, but regardless, that was a bad spot to be in. You kind of AFK'd too, like, it's like your brain stopped working for a second when you was walking in. It's like your brain crashed. You couldn't think what you was going to do next, so you ran all the way towards the wall and just stopped there for a little bit, then engaged. No flame, but that's kind of what happened. And you told me if I wanted to roast you, I could, but yeah. Jokes aside, though, you should not have done that. You know, dying and like dying randomly can be like whatever at times, but look how much gold you just gave away to Fizz. You gave away 600 gold away. That's insane. 600 gold to Fizz, who now can like back on a needlessly large rod or something if he sold Doran's ring. Actually, you can already buy that. You could buy like an amplifying tome too or whatever. Or whatever's needed for his items. So that's a lot of gold you gave away, and that's why I never do risky plays myself, because if I like do this shit, then the enemies can like snowball from that. And when I'm playing a lot too, people ask me like, why do I always like flame myself if I die once when I'm ahead in a game that could be a game that is lost, but it's also like maybe my team's fault. Well, the thing is, it's not always your team's fault. It can be yourself by like dying in situations like this, because that can get the enemy ahead and start rolling together items and be more useful. So like the point being, yeah, you never want to die, because that can literally change the game. Like League of Legends is a game that like many different things can happen, and that's one of them. Like just dying like that, giving away free gold is pretty wild. Also, I think this bounty's split actually. Yeah, I think the bounty's still split. Because the next patch, it's only going to take one champion to earn the bounty. So if they get a kill on a champion that's fed, only they will get the gold. So that's an even like scarier thing to like dive. You know, like if you're feeding like a Zed who gets these this gold for his item, he's gonna like be a menace to your teammates maybe behind. How do you stall the game out for another 10 minutes? Huh. There's no way this game goes on. Yeah, the game goes on for another 10 minutes. How though? Does someone get a pentakill here or something? I guess if anything happens, like, Fizz will just like secure all the kills. Okay, well. Okay, maybe here's where the throw occurred. Your death again, which is giving up gold. You can't see it, but it's still like prevalent, like you're giving away like 300 gold or something. Cause I think 300 gold is like the base. Hold on, let me just like confirm for myself first. I didn't see the gold then. 400. Yeah, he gained like 300 gold from that, because like you can have a bounty, then it'll like reset back to 300, which is like the base goal for killing someone that's not ahead. So like then you're still giving away a lot of gold like for your death. And you die another few times too in this game I'm looking at. And this Fizz is popping off right now. Yeah, he's like a one-man show. He is literally carrying the game. You guys have the Baron right now. You should tell your team, okay, they have two inhibs down. Wait for the super minions to crash into their base and do Baron. This means when these minions hit their base, they have to defend it. Otherwise, their tower's going to fall, and they're gonna like, your team's gonna gain gold from it, and they're gonna like, you know, lose an important objective that's keeping them in the game. So you wait for the super minions to crash in, and you all go to Baron. So in any situation you get inhibs, you want to tell your team, okay, let's get Baron, because they have super minions. We have super minions coming to their base, and they have to defend it. They can't stop us. So yeah, you guys want to just like go to Baron right now. It's like the most free objective on the map. Your Nocturne build is actually like, I mean, this guy's Nocturne build is actually quite special. I'm not sure the reasoning for Blood Razor on a champion that scales with AD scalings. But could be like, okay, that could be like normal, I guess, but Frozen Mallet and Sated seems like, I mean, Blood Razor seems really gimmicky and useless. Plus with Electrocute too, that makes it even more like, fuck it. I don't know what that build is, but yeah. These are the players you're playing with, I guess. Don't do Baron Wall here. Get out of it. What is going? Why did he chase her? I mean, that isn't too bad, I guess, because now he gets a kill, I think. Oh wait, he does no damage. He dies actually. Or would have died. Oh my god, they're gonna steal Baron, aren't they? No, they didn't. Okay, you were the fucking masterclass of a player. Okay, you died, but that was nearly okay. But the problem was you lost Baron, which is on 1k HP. Oh, it's so tilting to watch. Look how fucking close Baron was. Oh my god, boy. Wait, where was Zyra? Oh, she died. Oh my god. This player flashed over the wall. Like, actually, they kind of had to. Here's the thing though, like, these are now crashing into the base. The whole team was weighing around here. Did Graves AFK? Oh yeah, he did. He AFK'd actually. I didn't even realise. But the game was still competitive while he was AFK. If he was still playing, he would have been a threat. He would definitely be a threat with his items. All it took though was... You got 2 kills out of it, which is like, okay, but like your team was just like monkeying around. You didn't get Baron off it either. It is like a really risky play to commit for. But like I said, what you should have done was, you should have hovered around Baron first, and then let the minions push in, and then done Baron. But because like Fizz was trying to engage in your team, you had to like make a play. In fact, why did Diana like... Yeah, if she stayed over there, then that was fine. She could have got a double kill actually instead of you go over, but... Yeah, this was not worth it, I don't think. You should have maybe just kept on Baron while Diana got on their team. But I guess you didn't read her play. Like, when she went in, you did too, pretty much, like a second after. I think you just, like, didn't think about it, which is fine, but, you know, you should assess this. Like, as soon as she hits Q, you know she's gonna dash in and kill whoever's low. So you should have focused Baron and took that and ended the game. What you could have even done was, you could have, like, diced back into pit. Yeah, like, you could have just, like, walked away. He was not going to win that. Like, I knew I would not win that either with these items. And her having these items. I'd like walk back to the pit and diced over. Or at least that's something you could do. And here at the moment, I probably would do the same retarded shit by, like, eating into a champion that I can't finish off. But yeah, that's my assessment of that fight, really. I guess you're on Titanic now. This build's okay. I've never really liked this build because I feel like I lack movement speed and burst damage, which is my playstyle. So I'm not really fond of like feeling like I'm lacking damage. Also, I didn't know earlier, but you could definitely try out using blue wards just so like in this situation you could trinket this and see where the enemy is. And with that you have information to do Baron because they're not nearby. I don't think you bought control wards this game either. I don't think there was a point in this game where you bought control ward. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me check. Oh, you bought one, but I'm not sure where that was. You could have maybe bought more throughout this game, but that wasn't really the focus. It was like, you didn't need to like ward as much. I mean, it's always important warding, but it didn't matter that much. It's just like, it's like optional. You could have bought wards for like more vision and whatnot, but yeah. It wasn't really needed. Oh god, this Baron. We need some like circus music for this Baron call, like these Baron calls have been really fucking interesting. They're like NA Baron calls. Like everyone dances around Baron and takes like 3 Baron damage, and then eventually the enemy team steals Baron or something and like fucks up the game. That was... You tried your TP, but that was not going to work. You have to get a bigger minion wave. All it takes right now is you guys to group as 5 and finish the game. You have to focus Fizz always. That's your priority. I should have mentioned this earlier, but yeah, that was always your priority. Focusing the most fed target, which is Fizz. Or if Kaiser's nearby, you just focus her. Kaiser has no mana now. Somebody should be focusing her. Oh my god. Nocturne's useless. He's actually so useless with his damage. Like this build is actually like insane. Like never go. If you guys play Nocturne and you watch my videos, don't go that build. There's no reason to go that build. You're not a bruiser. You're an assassin champion. So there's no point building like a tank, going attack speed, which is a stat that you're not really good with. It's all useful for your passive, but you want AD to scale with your Q and ultimate to one-shot. Like Nocturne is basically a Rengar with less effort. That's practically it. Yeah, like pretty much Nocturne is Rengar with less effort. That's really what it is. So I'm not sure why you're building like this fucking hype, like this fucking what build? Who goes that build? Like Master Yi? It's like some Master Yi ass build. I don't even know why. You would think too that Stalker's Blade is enough for a slow, but he had to go Frozen Mallet, which could have went Red Smite instead. I don't know. I had to call this build out because it fucking sucks. But yeah, you're the focus. Alright, here's the game-ending fight, I think. just gonna speed it up now because I've had enough watching this. I've just noticed you guys have been fighting so much this game that you have no farm. Like, I didn't really think about that. You actually have, like, I mean, your farm's not terrible. It's kind of understandable in a way because you've been roaming a lot with your team. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's opportunities to, like, take minion waves and take jungle camps. So yeah, it is another note too. Just, like, work on your farm too. Although I do like this sometimes. I'm, like, helping my team out so much I miss out on farm. I might finish a game like with your CS at 33 minutes with a lot of kills, assists. So yeah, I guess it's like not too bad. Regardless anyways, you guys win. But with Renekton, you're kind of like a ticking time bomb. You always want to be scaling with gold to be relevant. And Kaiser is like such a fucking busted champion. She was like 1-3 and now she's 10-6-5. Just end the game. End my misery watching this game. Kappa. Nah, I'm joking. Alright then, so Paramyx, there's your coaching session. Let's see, how long are we at? Just under 1 hour, 57 minutes. Okay. Overall, I think this is like one of my better coaching sessions. I think I gave a lot of information for this game. Your build is okay. It's fine. Like, you have a lot of carries on your team already, so full AD is not always the option, but it is a better tool for carrying games. Next, your decision making early game to mid game was pretty good, but it kind of fell off and slacked a little bit as the game went on. Like, when you use bot side, like roaming, taking mid, then going bot, that was a really good call. That was like really good macro play by you. But the thing that didn't like hit the peak level for that was not taking turret and doing dragon, which were both free objectives at that time. Like, they were so free. Or at least like tower them back if you were scared of the enemy coming. But I think you had wards in the jungle to see where they were. Rakan was down here, but you didn't have to worry about him. Yeah, that would have like sealed the deal on like the early game, and that would have led to a surrender vote maybe. Just because you got so much objectives in that time, like you got 3 kills, Fizz, that bot lane. Yeah, you could have like maybe got a surrender vote because you would have snowballed so much in that point in the game. They might have just like gave up, but you gave them time to like have hope and scale in the game because that tower still stood, and you guys didn't take dragon either. What dragon was next, by the way? I wouldn't know. Could be infernal. I mean, you never know. That's why taking dragons is always important. But yeah, so what else? Your vision control. I mean, maybe I'm just like really picky with like a lot of these things. Like, I'm just like, it's like my own replay analysis in a way. Like, I critique my own things I could be doing better. Like, I make notes of myself and whatnot. And, you know, I try and like give people like the same ideas on what they should be doing at like my level. Yeah, like I think it's like a little bit too much information at times, so you don't always have to be doing this stuff, but like this is going to help you advance even higher in Elo. So I just want to like show you guys my mindset of like what I'm thinking of in like this type of game. But yeah, if I just furthermore like talk about some stuff, then yeah. So farm, that could be better, of course. You could always be roaming and doing stuff. Like even Diana, who was doing a lot, had a lot of farm. And even, I mean, Kaiser didn't do too much. She kind of like just farmed up and then got kills after. Yeah, you should like try and hit your CS a lot faster. I'm usually full build at like 28 minutes, no, like 25, 28 minutes if I'm like playing really good with farming kills and whatnot. Like full AD. You could be the same too, like if your build. You farmed like correctly and took as many objectives as you could just like be a monster. What more can I say? But yeah, like if we talk more about your macro play, you need to like ping your team more like what your intentions are. A lot of gold to like low diamond players don't really know what they're doing. Like they have this idea, like you know, like you have to take turrets and whatnot, but they don't like always just. How can I say this actually? I don't know. I'm kind of out on ideas. I've already gave you guys I've already like gave you enough of things that I thought, like early on in the game and whatnot. Yeah, like there's always more things you could be doing, and I did say it this game. Like I've already explained a lot. Okay, so it's been like an hour. I think I'll stop it now then, because I'm kind of like I've already gave enough information for you. There's a lot to take in. Yeah, Paramyx, hopefully this helped you out a lot. And if anyone else wants coaching, please leave a comment below and contact me on Discord. I'm a Renekton main server if you want some coaching sessions for free. It's all free, by the way. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a good day. Peace out.